Hello. So it's been a couple of days. I've been in Winnipeg recharging the batteries, recharging my body, resupplying and uploading footage. And so now I'm ready to go back on the river. Here's the dam, Seven Sisters Dam. It's actually quite cool. I feel like the temperature's changed a little bit even from a couple of days ago. And in the forecast, apparently the wind's going to pick up. It's going to get to 30-kilometer winds, which out on the lake would have been a nightmare. But now that I'm on the river, not really too sure how that's going to affect me actually moving forward. Might be protected, might not be. I'll be going that way. And cheers to Kelly, he brought me back out here to the dam and also just housed me for some days here in Winnipeg. Yeah, he's got a photography company here called Kelly Morton Photography, which you can find at kellymortonphotography.com.
Everything from portraits to event coverage, you name it, fitness,
cool.
Beauty.
Yeah, and he's here in Winnipeg, so if you ever need it, that's how you get in touch. Anyway, so I'm gonna get back on the river, get moving again. It's always tough after a couple of days off, but I'm sure in about an hour I'd feel it again. So let's get into it. All right, Kelly. Thanks for everything. Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Happy to help out.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Like you know what you're doing.
Here we go. It's almost like I've forgotten how to do it. All right, I'm back on the river, Winnipeg River. I'm starting from Seven Sisters Dam because of the advice of the guys working at the dams. They said that at the moment they're releasing a lot of water, and I saw that when Kelly picked me up from the mouth. You could see the water running pretty heavy coming out into Lake Winnipeg. But when we came over the bridge at Pine Falls, at that dam, holy moly, I've never seen so much water moving. Like, they were letting a lot through, like a crazy amount. If they're still releasing that much water, then of course there's no way I could battle that. All right, now I've just come around the corner and now I've got wind in my face. So I'm going against the current, against the wind, but the dam's just over there, so the current right now where I am is not going to be very strong, if at all. So we'll soon see. There is going to be some portaging on this leg. I haven't really needed to portage on this whole trip yet, but on this leg, absolutely. There's going to be, I think, 1 or 2 more dams. I think at least 2, and also rapids. Yeah, there's some pretty heavy rapids coming up, especially one at Sturgeon Falls. I had a look at Sturgeon Falls before I left, and man, that's like a standing wave. People go there and surf. So yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see that up close. But there's some areas that there's just absolutely no way I can get through, so I'm gonna have to be portaging around those areas. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this little section. Apparently it's very, very beautiful between Winnipeg and Kenora. Let's go. Just going past a place called Hidden Haven Tiny Cabins. Looks pretty nice from here. Hello. So this is how fast I'm going. You can see the current moving against me. So I am moving forward, but not very fast. How's it going?
Good. And you?
Pretty good considering.
Good.
Yeah, I started in the Rocky Mountains.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hudson?
Yeah.
Just heard you on
On Hal show. Yeah, I spoke to him this morning. Yeah.
about the dog rescue and everything.
Yeah.
That's a great boat you got there.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks. So just before I put in today, I was on the radio, a local radio station here in Winnipeg, or in Manitoba, sorry, on Hal Anderson's show. I was only on the radio about an hour ago, hour and a half, and the first person I saw, he was like, yeah, I heard you on the radio.
Let's bring in Tom Hudson now. He is an adventurer from New Zealand. He was actually on the start a few weeks ago. He was stuck here in Manitoba. Weather had him stuck here, and he's on the move again. Tom, good morning.
Good morning, Hal. How are you?
Excellent. Thanks a lot for doing this. So you're on the move again. Are you still in Manitoba, or have you moved on?
No, I'm in Manitoba. I'm actually on the Winnipeg River.
So you can see here I'm in an eddy. I'm actually getting pushed this way because the water's coming around and it's turning, but it's running pretty quick there. Don't know what's gonna happen, but let's just see if we can get through it. Oh, that looks pretty difficult. Woo! Woo! Whoa! Whoa, that was insane. That was insane. Oh, now I'm in the current. Oh, come on, come on. Look at that, I'm not even moving. Not even moving. Oh, come on. So over the last 3 months of canoeing across Canada, this is the first time I'm paddling against the current. Wow. It's a new challenge, another layer to this journey that I need to figure out, and fast. That's insane. This experiment, testing what happens when I paddle into a small bit of moving water, is an important one. We all have different ways of learning. Some learn by watching, some by listening, but for me, it's by doing, by making the little mistakes and adjusting in real time. Wow. And while this is just a small test, there are much bigger, stronger, and more unforgiving waters ahead. So every challenge is an experiment, and every experiment is a lesson. The quicker I learn, the better I'll move forward. Alright, I'm making ground. Slowly, but I'm doing it. So I'm glad that I came into that moving water slowly. I remember a few months ago with Donnie, and we wanted just to cross the river to the other side to set up camp, and the water was moving pretty quick. We were in the slow water, and we were about to hit that fast water, and we paddled. I remember we paddled quick because we thought we have to hit it fast, and we almost tipped. Here we go. Oh no. Oh, whoa. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. Alright, let's try that again. So I had that in mind then. I knew if I hit that speed, and I don't think it would have ended that well for me. Even just going into it slow spun me around pretty quick. Making some ground now. This is going to be an interesting leg. If it's going to be like this the whole way, which I'm guessing it will be. How you doing, Gord? That quarterback there was interesting.
Yeah.
Did you see me?
No.
Oh.
You'll run into more things like that.
Yeah, I know. I think I just learned from that one.
That's why I asked you Let me take your picture too.
Yeah.
Whether you were going to go through Sharky's or if you're going to.
Oh, is that right here?
Sharky's is over that way.
Okay, because I'm just looking at the map in front of me. I've got, obviously it splits into 3 here. I got 3 options. Right?
Yeah, you can go through Dynamite Channel.
Through the middle is the shortest, but that's the narrowest. Maybe I'll paddle to the entrance there and then just take a look up.
I could almost show you in my boat. I don't know if you ever do that, but if you want to see.
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah.
That'll be kind of cool content too, if
Okay.
you want. I'll tie my canoe up here though. I'm not going to paddle back down that way.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and I got my truck here. I was just going to go get some water, but I can do that after.
Oh no, get your water. It's fine.
No. There's a public dock. This is not a public.
No, I didn't.
There is one. I'm going to say it's up there a little bit. I'll go and onto it. I'll go
Okay.
forward a little bit.
Yeah.
So you know which one it is.
Okay.
Are you okay with leaving your stuff there? It
Yeah.
should be safe around here.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll
Okay.
take my cameras. Other
Okay.
than that, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you there.
All right.
Thanks. I love Canadians so much. Really, I honestly do. So Gord chased me down. I passed him before, and we had a chat, and yeah, he chased me down, and that's what I love. People hear about what I'm doing. He heard me on the radio, and they get interested, you know, and they're like, oh wow, and they want to come and be a part of it and help. You know, it's freaking beautiful. I love it. So he's gonna show me where the public dock is up here. I'll tie my canoe off, and he's gonna bring his boat up, and we're gonna go for a drive in the boat and see, because it splits into 3 here, and he offered to get his boat in the water and we go for a little drive around to have a look. So yeah, why not, you know? Why not do that just for a bit of fun and to take a look at which way I will go. It's also just great content. And now we can go for a cruise in the boat, and I can show you this place from the boat. We're going out on Gord's boat just for a little cruise. Check out upstream, just see what's coming up for me, and so I can pick the right route. Cheers, Gord.
Hi guys.
So the river splits up temporarily into 3 directions, and all morning I've been thinking, which way am I going to go when I get there? I figured it would be one of those pick a route and hope for the best situations, and worst case, I'd turn around and try another way. Not exactly a foolproof plan, but hey, that's the current adventure. But then, like clockwork, the universe sends a backup, and enter Gord, who kindly offered to jump in his boat and scout out all 3 directions. These experiences have been happening throughout my whole journey, and I have to chuckle when it happens, because this isn't one of those life or death dramatic survival moments, but the universe keeps tossing great people into my path at the perfect time. Yeah, even here it's moving. I'd have to stay pretty close to stay out of all this.
The trouble is that point is bad.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get there, you're going to get swept through here.
Yeah. Well, so far, if I hug this left side,
Yeah, you might be okay.
like I might have to get out and pull maybe, because it's not rapids, but it's moving.
Go around.
It seems much slower around here. It's narrow, but it's moving much slower than the other ways.
It's not bad, is it?
I'm thinking this is my way so far. Like any of the other 2 ways, if it was this narrow, it would be, you know.
Flying through, yeah.
But this is okay.
This is a diversion route that they made for a dam. It's called the Pinawa Dam. It's now called the Old Pinawa Dam. and you'll see they've dammed it up here. I'll show you that.
Okay.
But that's what this was made for. They diverted the Winnipeg River all the way down. They made this channel, and it goes for another, I don't know, 10, 15 kilometers to where the dam is.
Yeah.
Great
Cheers,
meeting
Gord.
you, Tom.
Yeah, likewise, Gord. Thanks very much. Appreciate your time.
You betcha.
Oh, I forgot that bag. Do you mind throwing that in the garbage for me?
I don't mind at all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Hopefully the ones at your back.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're traveling that way, I'll probably be near that camp.
You'll see me at the water station.
Okay.
It's near where the yacht club is.
No worries.
Channel called.
It's called What in the World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers, Gord. Appreciate it, mate.
Betcha. Take care.
Same to you. All right. So I'm back on the canoe. It's been a bit of a slow day today. Started late. Started about 12:30, and only paddled for an hour and a bit, and then bumped into Gord. Jumped on his boat, and yeah, because up here there's 3 options you could take, and yeah, it's kind of helpful. Help me choose and make a decision. If I hadn't have bumped into him, you know, like I said, it would have been fine. I just would have had to choose one and just deal with it, you know. Now that I did that with him, at least I'm picking one. I'm picking the best one. So I'm taking the left route, or the northern one. It's not the shortest, but it seems like the easiest. And there's also when we're going past there, it looked like there was a cool spot to camp. And so I have a feeling that when I get to about where that camp is, there's going to be about time to call it for the day. So today's not going to be a big day as far as miles go, but that's okay. Come on, Tom. Let's go, Tom. Well, it's 10 to 5, and here's a really good camp spot right here. Really good. There's already a fire pit and everything there. It's a good spot. But in 2 miles, there's a campsite. Like a proper campsite. And even though this is good, I might just keep pushing to that campsite. There's a campsite at Otter Falls. Yeah, Otter Falls Campsite is what I'm going to aim for. And at this speed, I should be there in just over an hour, I'd say. But that is a great campsite. Oh, it's hard to paddle past that one. That's actually what I was aiming for tonight, because we saw that one when I was on the boat with Gord, and I thought, yeah, that's where I'm going to stay tonight. But then I just arrived here a little bit earlier than I thought I would, so I'm going to keep going a bit more. Look at how beautiful this is. It's so different. It's like the landscape just changed again, you know? This whole trip, This whole trip has just been changing. Every couple of weeks it's just like completely different again, and I'm loving that about this trip. So Gord was saying that I've chosen a pretty unlucky year to do this because they've had a very, very wet spring. And even though we're coming up to the end of summer, they're still trying to get rid of all the water that they got from spring. He said the river is much higher than it should be this time of year. He said a month ago, he said if you were here a month ago, he said you wouldn't be able to make it. So he said right now it's still high. It's obviously very different to how I've been paddling the whole way till now. It's not more work. Like I'm using the same amount of energy, I think. I'm just not going as far. There's a little bit of extra work when I go through a narrow section. I really have to put it in for, I don't know, a few minutes, 5 minutes. And if I stop, it's obviously going to go backwards. So it's extra work in those places. But other than that, I'm just doing the same thing I've been doing over the last few months, just covering less ground. No, I think they've put me just pretty much right on the water there. So yeah.
You're a traveler.
I am, yeah. I guess, yeah.
I congratulate you. The only post I saw was about you saving the dog.
You saw that?
The dog.
Did you see it just now when you looked it up, or? Oh, okay.
No, actually I didn't. I saw the clip, but I didn't connect it to you.
Oh,
So,
yeah, because that was that happened well, a good 3 weeks ago now, and it was on the news and all the radio. Just today I was on the radio again with Hal Anderson, and he was talking about it again. So
okay. No,
yeah,
I did hear it several times.
yeah. My pleasure. Yep. The water's warm. It's warm, isn't it? Yeah. Good evening. So I'm in a campsite. I think I mentioned that before. It's called Otter Falls. Otter Falls Campground. Really beautiful view. Look at this behind me. Look at that. Pretty ridiculous. I've got a time lapse happening. You can check that out right now. And the colors, I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but the colors, it's ridiculous. And there's no wind. The wind is forecast for like 30-kilometer winds, but right now you wouldn't know it. And no mosquitoes. The mosquitoes, no more. Finished. So yeah, I wouldn't normally stay at a campsite, but if there's a campsite near where I'm going to be setting up camp anyway, then I'll always check out the campsite. And this one is $13.50 a night, so can't complain about $13.50. But I probably could have stayed on that island just there for free. Alright, I'm in my tent. And I realised I didn't really film much today. Like, I did. I met Gord and went out on the boat and stuff, but didn't really film the scenery, and it is beautiful. I didn't fly the drone while I was paddling because it was a really slow day today. Like, I didn't get on the river till about 12:30, and I only paddled for about an hour, and then I saw Gord, and he said, "Hey, you want to come on my boat?" And I just said, "Yeah, absolutely." So you know, that took a good hour and a half, probably, maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, then I was just back on the water, and I didn't even do 10 miles today. I think I did like a little under 8 miles, so that's why I didn't really film much, because I was just yeah, as soon as I did start paddling again, it was kind of 3:30, 3:45. So I just wanted to get some miles in. So tomorrow I'll do a lot better. I'll fly the drone and yeah, show you guys what I'm seeing, because it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I've just entered, or I'm entering, the Shield, the Canadian Shield, which basically means rocks. I'm entering the area where it's just going to be rocks, rock faces, and yeah, it's meant to be really beautiful. So I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow though, the weather, it's showing to be 30-kilometer winds. So that's not going to be good. Hopefully it's going to be behind me. But also, when you've got wind going against the current, it can create quite a lot of chop, especially 30-kilometer winds against the current. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know what direction, I actually can't remember what direction it's going. But I think 30-kilometer winds in any direction is not really going to be that good for me. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the morning. See you tomorrow. Whoa, got a really big gust of wind. Woo. So once again, please like, share, subscribe, and say hi in the comments below. And if you want to support my channel in a bigger way, then please consider becoming a patron, where you will get first opportunity to come sailing with me, real-time updates, and much more. Becoming a patron keeps the journey going and the videos coming each week, and none of this would be possible otherwise. Just click the link in the description below. And don't forget to check out my swag store at www.whatintheswag.com and get yourself some merch. Also, don't forget I'm a sailboat captain, so if you need a captain or crew, then head to my website. It's www.yachtdeliver.com. Fill out the simple form and I can deliver your boat or captain a charter in any location of your choice. Thanks for watching, and see you next week. Alright. Good canoe. Very good.